tires. We got some caulking to do at the seam joints and cleaning up other stuff around them. Started cutting some ditches. We found a couple dams, beaver dams.
Where at?
1,000 west, between the division and one, right at the bridge. Took rocks and mud to make a dam. No sticks.
Really?
So they took all the riprap out from underneath.
That's handy.
So we got to put all that back by hand. The other one is 400 west, 850, 200 west, 850 north. It's big one. But we get back so we'll get that out. Other than that, you'll have to sign your name right above where your name's printed on each one of those for community crossing.
We have anybody trapping anymore?
Dave Fisher's got somebody.
We got another guy in here in town that'll do it too.
Oh, it's
RJ. The one I know of here in town. This other guy's from up by Fair Oaks that Dave brings down.
well, McKinney.
And Brad.
Brad.
Busted beavers.
Yeah.
I'll let you put that. That's a quote to put plow mount on that other white truck. Chevy. And then that is for a new plow and a used plow for a pickup. We got one that's getting in pretty bad shape. He's got that 2011 used plow there now.
You only need one, you just have a quote
For a new one and used.
have you looked at the used, is it,
It's not in bad shape, yeah.
for half price,
Mhm.
but I don't want you to get something that
No.
you're gonna be working on.
It looks decent.
Are they V-plows?
It'll turn into a V-plow.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Then it has, if you put it straight, you can back up. Don't fold on you.
That huge price is with the mount as well? Or no? Or is the mount still gonna be 3142?
No, so it's not necessarily half, it's, that 12, does the 12 have the amount in it?
12.
Oh, it doesn't either, so it is half.
That'll put us at 3 total then on trucks.
We have 4. One's for a backup, a truck. You're the trainee or something good, bad with the truck.
Is everything you've got, boss?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always ran up to town too, because parts are just up the road.
Who
Paul Donaldson up there.
Oh, okay.
He sells them, keeps all parts on stock.
Is that who this is, sir, is Paul? Well, do you think the used one is good? I mean, I don't want you having.
Paint's faded, but we can make it look pretty. Other than that, it's not too much.
Thoughts?
Good with it.
Okay, make a motion to go with the new mount and then the used plow for $6,500.
Second.
The new mount be $3142.40. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
I'll get you a copy. That's all I got.
Okay, Brian, you wanna come up then? He can stay here, Mike.
Sure. On that,
You can have this one,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, he's still not feeling well.
okay.
Just
The,
where you
on
at?
that use agreement that Phil sent from Meadow Lake Ford
Yeah,
on 1200 East, they wanna use a mile or half a mile of road. When we were still in office, we just discussed, we never did make it part of it, that should do a whole mile instead of just half mile, get the whole mile done. I recommend doing that. You still get that 6% solution, and I think it needs to be, seem to stabilize again also,
Mm-hmm.
because they're gonna put a lot of traffic across that, it's just gonna tear it up.
So this is county line or,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
1200
So
East.
be north of 400, so between 5 and 6 north on the East County line. Basically, they gotta come out of their county, turn on our county road to get into their access road tower that they're putting in White County. So, that's why I had Brian come in, so we could make sure we had all of our stuff set in place.
3-inch or 4-inch cap on that.
So we know we're covered, cause they've done this for so
73s, you
many
want
years.
Right. Well,
fish tattoos on that, yeah. And so when you email in that 6% solution, 12 inches deep, here. And then 3 inches of 73s to cap it. They're done with it. And do not, when they make that contract, or send it back, the RUA back to you, send it to me so we can correct our latest one.
Okay,
And that, the RUA, when you do the road use agreement, it's a set price, it's not on roads. I mean, that we got that with them last time. They said, well, no, you're supposed to spin it over here. No, we don't spin it over. We give you lump sum on what we want. We'll fix them as we see them.
Okay.
And use that price, that 85,000 per mile.
okay,
As long as you can, so you guys understand that too, that 3-inch cap, that's on that, that's not including 85,000, that's to get the road ready.
and that's for them to do.
Yeah. And Mike thinks that there was, you said at the bottom of 500, there was a culvert.
No,
Okay, it's not, okay,
it's going south.
okay,
I looked at it. We're good.
so you're good there for no, replacing any culverts.
Alright. I need to email all that back to him then, or,
That
okay,
put it in it, cause they usually make the RUAs,
okay.
and then we'll just.
'Cause I haven't heard any more back from him since I emailed him last time, so
Okay,
I'll get all this sent back to him today.
okay. Did, Jake say anything about that contract with, okay,
No, I texted him, he texted early this morning, and
okay,
he said he still isn't feeling good, so hopefully talk to him later today, because I told him to disregard that first one and to go through that second one, so.
okay. And did you explain to those guys we're gonna dissolve that partnership with them?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Okay. Good enough. That's all I got.
Alright, thanks,
sir.
Brian.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah.
You wanna just bring that back here for old time's
So
sake?
thanks, I'm good.
Out the door, you got.
Look at him run. Ron, you wanna come up, sir?
Sure.
See what I got for you. Or who? The H.W. Moore ditch that runs through Otterman from the west. Comes in on like, Church Street, goes all the way and ties into the other ditch. There's we got a couple crossings, one by our waste plant and the other one still on waste plant property. If we're putting riprap down to keep the erosion from going, if we had a load of riprap we would put it, we'd install it, we just need a load of riprap.
No problem,
I don't know how does county pay for that, since it's a county ditch? Or Dave Fisher pay for it out of his pocket or something?
let's try that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll do that first.
okay.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Along with that ditch, on 4th Street, there's a section between Main and Church. There's, you've seen it before, the post on
Guardrail.
the guardrail. The wooden posts are all, there's quite a few rotted off, and Mike and Pastors found some posts for us that if we had a few posts, we could work together, or we can probably do it ourselves if you like. Put the posts in on that guardrail if we had some posts.
Yeah, I mean, if it needs to be repaired, it needs to be repaired.
I'll look out back, you might have some.
You got any old I-beams laying around?
That's why we can look
Yeah.
out back, see if we got something that'll work there.
Yeah. See what else I got for you. You got any free money? And
No, that's probably where conversations are gonna quit.
And this I don't have a clue on, but I'll ask. On West Oxford Street coming out of Otterburn out to 52. It borders the railroad property,
Right,
and the brush is just, and the trees just keep coming out. How do you get rid of that? I mean, is there,
is it on the railroad right away, or are you talking about with the ditch that's coming down, or is there a ditch that comes?
there's a small ditch, but it ain't nothing. I don't know how you keep it from coming out.
Well, Mike and I had this discussion the other day, and I don't know, it's not in the plans for this year, but they make a tractor, it's got the side boom mowers on them.
And it turns out.
Yep, and you can go down through there, cause he's got a lot of areas where they spend more time with chainsaws and manpower than they could just go through there with a machine and it just take, it's terrible down through here with the railroad system. I've talked to him 3 or 4 times, and they've got one guy and he does everything he can. We've got railroad crossings you can't see, our residents can't see to when they're coming up on them, when the train's coming through.
It has like 75-foot easement, so
Yeah.
go pretty far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So is that whole, between that street and the railroad, is that all the railroads? Yeah, can we get in
it's
trouble for
pretty
cleaning
close.
it?
I would say it is.
Yeah,
How big are the trees? I'm trying, there isn't anything huge in there.
No.
no, it's all scrub brush.
yeah.
I'm just wondering if we ought to I've rented the D-high grinder or whatever. And it might be pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Get it for a week or something.
Yeah, because I'm like you, all the dealings I've had with the railroad there. I might as well talk to the wall there.
I've got one contact, he's tried, he really has,
Yeah,
but it's not, he's a one-man show, it seems like, and doesn't get much support. I can't blame him, I mean, he doesn't
Right,
have
I
anybody
agree.
to help him, so.
yeah, we got 2 other crossings that are just rougher than heck. One's over by the baseball field, and the other one's east, and
Yeah,
where the trucks and cars come up there, and it's just,
yeah, they're like that all the way through here, all the way up.
yeah, if they just grind the rough spot off, that would be floods.
Well, and then where their ties are coming apart on the rail and the crossing too, and then you got holes and
Yeah,
everything else.
Did you guys ever find who took the rails out?
Mm-hmm. No. They're working on it, or the back was there Friday, I don't know if they're working on it.
They were working on it yesterday, I went to my sister's.
Were they?
That's terrible that they did that, cause that
Oh,
would
yeah.
have been so
Mhm.
bad.
Mhm.
and then I don't know if you can put it on the list, it's nothing urgent, but I mean, to clean that section of ditch on 4th Street out. The East Moore ditch.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the gentleman, I don't know how I could forget his name. To come and clean it. He digs cemeteries now, too.
Hardback.
Hardback.
Elton,
Oh, Eldon, yeah, he was down there actually.
yeah.
Do we have a ditch bucket for your excavator?
Mhm. If it's the same ditch you talked about with
Yeah.
the guardrail,
Yeah,
yeah, you about have to have somebody with a big stick, 'cause
No.
it's pretty good reach. I don't think ours would reach it.
Nelden's still doing it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there any money tied into that? Is that an annexed ditch or?
Well, that's what I have to find out in our drainage board meeting, bring that up.
So would you have to be on the street? Where would the spoilers go?
probably have to truck them off.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can close that street down to do that.
How many feet we talking?
It all depends if you're gonna go past the block, past the city block, or
Yeah, it's just city block, probably.
That's not terrible. Okay. Alright, we'll find that stuff out the drainage board meeting room, so we know
Okay, all right,
exactly what we're dealing with.
okay. Other than that, that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, riprap, go ahead and if you wanna schedule that with Mike, and you guys are gonna put it in, and then that other, like he said, if we got some iron out there,
yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
it's taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thanks,
sir.
Ron.
Okay. That it, Mike? Uh-oh, oh, yeah, we got the drag.
Tell me who got this.
What we selling today?
The drag, the old road drag.
You put the dump trucks and the bug mill on the initial bid. Hoping to get more money that way.
Yeah, minimum 15.
Come out in the paper Thursday, so then the municipal bid ad will start.
Got a bid for St. Gretchen Ford for $15.55.
We got a bid from Matt Hall for $28.85.
Skyline is $3,000.
Okay. Make a motion that Skyline Ag wins the bid.
Second that.
You're gonna reach out to them.
I'll get ahold of it.
Just tell them that we got it locked up to forward to pick up the TV.
Okay.
It's sitting out front there, and stuff.
Okay. You said you got the other ones advertised, right?
The dump trucks and the bug mill. Yep.
Okay.
Just got the paper Wednesday, Thursday.
Plug mill news. I'm gonna write it up.
When was the last time you guys used the plug mill? Is that Bitmat's tank still out there, or did they get it?
You know, I can
it's
call her
still out
number
there.
to her numbers on
We
it.
use that.
Either that or I can text
Is that
you.
not the one you're talking about? You're talking about a different one?
Yeah, there's a tank.
I don't care.
Out of county, full line.
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah, it's sitting there.
Yeah, just make it happen.
There. They let us use.
But is that the plug mill you're selling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't been used since 14.
I love it. Let's move junk.
Yeah.
Well, that's kinda where we're going at, in mind, so they got a lot of stuff out there that they don't use anymore. We'll advertise it and sell it, like the ditch bucket, and that'll pay for,
Right.
and we're not taking excess money, and then for stuff that you guys are, he knows they need, then that'll put funds in that area to where they can just.
Let's get rid of that grinder. Not the Bomac.
Mag is like 1970s.
But it does a good job.
I'm just afraid what'll happen. It's happened before. 'Cause it's sat for 3 years now. I'm the one that got it running again.
So you're saying that you're qualified to
So there's a
keep it
chance.
going?
There's a chance when he goes down, he might not find parts for it again. Yeah. he-
I just hate the one on that, the other one I just
Zipper.
hated. It just,
well,
I rode down Barse Road the other day in the combine, you know.
I looked
I
up
was
one
thinking about
that they used when they come in and do the windmills. Set in the seat and go, you're talking $250,000
Yeah.
for a used one. But they are nice.
Do you have many that you think you need to grind, which that's my whole thing on keeping on the maintenance, that takes that out of the, most of it anyway, out of the,
If we get community crossing, we were just thinking about grinding 300. It'll be 400 east there from Tree North. 4, that mile in there, it's always bad. Goes up by Sears,
yeah.
it's pretty much junk the first part of it.
So is that gravel though?
No, they Well, they pug fixed it the first year, right? Or
Yeah,
sealed it or whatever, and then it didn't hold, and then they went back in and done it
2 to
again.
3, sorry, 2 to 3.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, because from 3
3
to 4 is gravel.
Yeah. There's
So it's the one that
spots
just
on
basically goes by our farm and Brent Cox.
Yeah,
Has it let go again, or there are some spots on it?
Yeah. We repaired them all how many times? But there's a couple real bad spots that need attention. We don't get it, we'll just go out there and grind it up, go through everything and see what happens. But other than that, that's all I got.
okay.
On the crack sealing,
Right now, we're holding off. Just 'cause we're.
what are you about at the end of, so last time you were in here, you'd said that you were out and we're talking about getting another semi-load, but you haven't.
We had got that semi-load in, and they used it all.
Good, awesome, good job.
We've done a lot of roads, so, but now we're kind of in deeper play, so.
Right.
If it does go to raining, and if it's dry in the morning, I'd like to finish the road that we do need to finish.
Yeah.
And
Mike and I were multiple phones, we just, with everybody trying to get crops out of the field.
There isn't a road in the county that's,
Yeah, so he just decided to pull them, which is probably best, that way we didn't have any issues.
but they're running on grading. Do you have a lot of roads planned
Yeah,
or ditches?
Yep. Mhm.
Then when we have all
Just
4 of them going, or?
Need crops out.
Yeah, they're working now where crops are out, so,
That'll change pretty quick.
yeah, rapidly.
Yeah.
Once Sean's done, that'll be done.
That's true. Back in time.
Okay. Good?
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Tell the guys we appreciate the awesome summer and getting everything done.
Thank you.
See Mike?
Yep. I'll get ahold of you.
Okay.
Jennifer? Good morning.
This is Mike from IRA Information and Records. I wanted to talk to him about some of the scanning.
Ah.
Here is just to do one portion. And that'd be the civil side where we have the most files. I think it's on the very last page. Yeah, right here, right? Yep. Very last page is just start with the civil. If we move the civil to digital, we could maybe move the middle room to the outside wall until we could do another portion of the scanning. Yeah,
We've done work, our company has done work for every county in the state. All 92 of us, all 92 of the counties have utilized our services, have been in business for more than 40 years. It's a highly competitive industry, and we've invested in technology to try to allow us to be as competitive for the counties as possible. And that's reflected in the information you have in your hands there. I'm sure it feels like a large sum. It is a large sum. I'm not gonna make light of that. But the county, like every county in the state, you've acquired a lot of paper over 160 plus years that Benton County has been in business. And we're gonna try to eliminate that in a sensible way, and get you into the digital age and stop having to haul all that paper around, free up that space and make the process.
So once you do this portion of it,
Yeah.
moving forward, how does that work? Is that like a monthly bill or?
Oh, I mean, from a document scanning standpoint, once the paper is scanned, then you have an electronic copy of it, and Jennifer can utilize that information there's no fee associated with it.
Is everything that currently, that would be putting more in here, is it all digital now, so we just need to do this? Everything the court does now goes digital, so there's not additional for that, right?
No.
The state has a software product called Odyssey, and so all the case files are automatically loaded into Odyssey. The new transcripts and new
They
case
just won't
files.
let us load old files.
Can't load the old stuff.
Where's the end date on the old files? When did that change?
2018,
Okay, so it's not been that long ago.
no. No.
Indianapolis, in its usual manner, did no favors to the counties in that regard. I mean, they gave you a mandate, but they didn't give you a funding mechanism. And so, again, you know, your circumstances in Benton are no different than they are anywhere else. Everybody's got the same problem. You know, how do we do more with less? And there's the challenge. And we're also in the same boat. So we're trying to keep our operations going and supporting, and our main vertical that we operate in is county government, county and municipal government. And so funding is tough all the way around.
So our original quote for doing everything, is that still it here at the bottom of this
Yep.
one, 143.9?
Yes.
So the majority of what you have is all your civil order books then, apparently.
Civil is the biggest portion up there.
So the civil's 44 basically.
Yes.
And once those documents are scanned, all those are scanned, then what happens to them afterwards?
The files, they destroy them.
Yeah, they're securely destroyed.
On site?
At our site, I mean, all this scanning work will be done in South Bend.
At your site?
Yes, sir.
Then that, you guys are responsible for taking it out?
Yes, sir.
Then there's no breach or anything we have to worry about?
No, sir. We work very closely with the Records Administration in Indianapolis. Tom Jones and I have each other on speed dial. We talk on a regular basis, so, yeah. Everything that we do is compliant to the state's regulations, so.
The judge was gonna be here, but he's got a full court date. So he's.
Will you schedule it? It's your fault.
Apparently.
You're gonna go back after the judge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Budgeting for this or whatever, have you looked at anything on your side as far as, any avenues on?
I haven't. I didn't wanna look too far.
Is it too late to get that in the budget?
I don't know, Ron's still here, we just done him 3 favors.
Correct. He nodded his head, that's a yes.
No, he did.
Can I get a second?
Yeah.
It's something I'm highly interested in, just for the simple fact that this is the way the future's gonna be, and how many more years do you leave all that up there? Plus, it gives full access to our staff and her department to where they're not having to go and, I mean, it's right there at the click of a finger like everything else in this world today, it seems like.
And
But
we
that's
can-
stuff they have to source
Yeah.
all the time, daily.
So are there backup, so who has the final copy and is there ever a,
So multiple copies, so the way the process works is that we pick up the records, we prep the records, meaning we remove the paper clips, the staples, post-it notes, whatever information needs to be removed. Then the pages are all scanned. After they're scanned, they go through a QC process. So we do a 100% visual inspection on each scan to make sure that it's appropriate, that it's done correctly, it's not too light, it's not too dark, it's not skewed in any way on the screen. Once that is completed, then it moves to indexing, and the indexing group so indexing is the way that Jennifer's staff would look up a record. So in the case of a typical case file, it's going to be indexed by or searchable by a cause number and a last name, typically of a defendant. Might have a date associated with it, might not in some cases. So and so once all of that work is completed, then the digital file, the electronic file, is then placed into a searchable document. It goes through OCR software, which is optical character recognition software, and so it's then searchable by the staff by any means that they need to look up the information on. And then we place that all that information onto a external hard drive, and it's given back to her. We retain the original copy, and it's stored on the cloud by one of our two document storage partners, Microsoft Azure or Amazon Web Services. These are two multi-billion-dollar largest companies in that world, and it's redundantly stored on their servers around the world. So it's as secure as technology can make it, and it's as supported and backed up as is necessary.
and is there any additional fee to this to have that on the cloud?
No, sir.
So this is one-time fee and that's it?
It's a one-time service and that's it. Yeah, once you've made the paper digital, then the paper can be securely destroyed. That's state law. And then you've got electronic copies that are redundantly backed up. It used to be that they required the counties to put the records on microfilm, but microfilm has gone the way of the dodo bird, and so that's no longer the requirement. There's still some counties that do it that way, but it's no longer a requirement from the state. So it's a one-time expense.
So how much, I guess Matt, this is a question for you. When if we decide to move forward with this and encumbering this much more storage in our servers and whatnot, is that gonna hurt anything in her office?
I mean, we've still got room. Jason put in for an SHSP grant for us to upgrade all our servers and get more storage too, so if we get that, we'd have a lot more room. Okay. But if they're shipping it on a hard drive, I assume they're able to access that hard drive just by plugging in the USB on the computer. Yeah. Okay. And we can, if it's not very big, we can put backups on our shared drive if we want to, so it's easily accessible.
We have some other options, not only for the clerk's department, but for the county. If that's something that you are interested in, we'll be happy to work with them. And
he's our IT. I just want to make sure we're not hindering ourselves when we bring in all this.
I'm gonna make sure of that too. It doesn't serve my purposes at all if I create problems.
No, I understand. You gotta check all the boxes.
No, I agree, yeah.
So typically, where would this come out of your budget, or do we need?
That's a good question.
I don't think it's ever been presented
No.
before, so.
It hasn't.
What, Ron, go ahead.
What was the price tag on that?
44,000 to do civil, 144 to do everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll take care of every file up there.
I'd just say, however much we can budget each year and just be done with it.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's something, I think we're all in agreement. We know
It's
this,
gonna have
it
to be
needs to
done.
be done.
I would share with you also that part of the way that we prepare these estimates for you is that we try to err on the high side. I won't say that 100% of the time that we're successful at that, but that's always my intent. As we put these numbers together for you, it's a lot easier to come back to you at the end of the project and say, hey, we got money left over. That's a happy, as opposed to the other way around. So I have honest expectation that that's a high number. Okay, I don't know how much, might be 1%, but it shouldn't be more than what you're seeing there. All right, and we want to honor that pricing for the length of the project. If that's 2, 3, 4 years even, we would honor that pricing to you.
Okay. And Judge Wright, what, do you know what input he was gonna have
He
on
just
this?
wants the files to be in the building if we don't do digital. He's on board with whatever we want.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, he doesn't want the ceiling crashing through.
No, that's our main concern right now.
Yes, that was his concern, yes.
So, we've had some discussion as to where to take them to, as things move forward, if we gotta get them out of there sooner, but, our main concern is,
It's a lot of weight.
yeah,
That's a lot of weight up there.
so, I guess at this point, we need to figure out how we wanna move forward.
We just gotta figure out how to pay for it, which that's about a third.
Yeah,
Do you want me to do some looking and maybe I can come back in November?
yeah, I think we're on agreement, we wanna move forward, we just, for this first part, we need to figure out how to move forward, and then after this, from each year on, we need to budget with the council
Right,
to move.
and I would like to talk to the judge again.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe there's something between, with your budget and
Right.
his,
Right.
and that we can make all this work out,
Okay.
so. No, I'm,
You're on board, we just gotta figure out how
Yeah.
we're gonna pay for it and then get it moving.
Great.
yeah,
All right.
thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. My pleasure. Good luck.
Did you hear that a lot? Mr. Wheeling, you're up, sir.
All right, already.
Anybody frisk him?
He went through security and,
I did it before this thing was on. Oh, the first thing I want to talk about is that bullet resistant laminate that Benton Central has on it. Not Prairie Crossing. Prairie Crossing does too, but Sacred Heart. We're gonna do a demonstration of that. And I wasn't sure if the courthouse would be interested or anybody would be interested in going, but we have, sorry. It's October 21st.
thank you.
Yep. And I put other flyers back there in the back in case anybody wants it. So there's three main types that we use, and one, you put it on these existing windows, it'll stop any pistol rounds from coming through, but the school resource officer, like Ben Chutter or Chad, can shoot out. So it's like Gore-Tex, but for bullets. You can shoot out, but they can't shoot in. It's pretty awesome stuff. So that demonstration, like I said, October 21st at, I think 10 a.m., is that what it says? I put all the extra flyers back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. So you guys are all invited. I try to get all the school boards, I'm going to all the school board meetings around here in the next couple weeks, I guess.
How expensive is it?
So, there's, like I said, there's three different types. The BR, the bullet resistant, is $216 a square foot. The riot control, which you'd only put that on a window that somebody's sitting behind, right? You wouldn't put that on every window, of course. like, the principal over Sacred Heart, it's on her window, cause it's right by the entrance to the school. The bullet resistant, or riot control, that will stop an intruder for up to 30 minutes. And that's what you're trying to do, is buy time for law enforcement to respond.
To get there.
Yeah, maybe, like if Ben's over at the high school and something happens at Prairie Crossing, it buys him time to get over there
Yeah.
and take care of the threat, so it denies access. And, I've been putting it on a lot of churches lately, Faith Christian, both campuses, in Lafayette has it on there. And, we did a courthouse out in Arizona when I was out there last. So, it's a pretty cool product. I mean, they already have it on the high school and elementaries and stuff, so,
Out here,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they budgeted for it, and actually I was surprised that they did it, but, yeah. Okay. So that's the first item, so you guys are invited.
Thank you.
The second one is, I have a limited number of night vision or nighttime shoots I can do at the range using low light, no light. So going low light into night vision. And I have another one, which I'm required by the previous commissioners to tell all my neighbors. Now I have. And so it's November 8th. Now that Ed Schroeder's passed away, my nearest full-time neighbor, I have the part-time neighbors that like to sue me, but my nearest full-time neighbor is Jerry Wolford, and he said he doesn't care how many I do, because he can't hear anyhow.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking for is maybe we can up that, because I have more law enforcement agencies that want to train on night vision. I mean,
As far as the time of the night
borrow
you're doing it?
what's that?
As far as the time of the night that you're doing, is that what your request is?
Yeah, so we have to, as per the previous commissioners, we have to stop at midnight, which is fine with me. Cause we can get plenty of training up until midnight.
Yeah, I mean, gives you at least about 4 hours, right?
Well, depending on the time of year,
Yeah.
yeah, right?
Summertime's different, I get it, for this time of year.
Yeah.
Does the lady from the people that are right there?
They are never there when we do this class, but I tell them anyhow. They come Sunday night and stay till Wednesday around noon. So that's why we don't shoot Mondays and Tuesdays, as per the lawsuit settlement. Yeah.
So do we even need to have a restriction for the number of times if there's not anybody there to complain? I just hate tying it down where.
How many do you, what is it now?
3 a year.
3 a year?
Yeah.
And that basically stemmed from everything that's happened in the past, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, the previous commissioner just didn't get ahold of you and say, Mr. Wheeling, you know.
No.
It was pushed, but now those people are not here to push it.
Yeah, so the father's passed, what was his name? Frank Stevenson.
Yeah.
He's gone, and his daughter and her friend, they're only over there, like I said, Sunday night, and that's from March 15th till Thanksgiving, and then the rest of the year, we can shoot 7 days a week. But
How many? Do you know how many you think you plan throughout the year?
Well, I was prepared to request 5, so just 2 more.
Okay.
Because, but if I get more than that, that'd be awesome.
Do you think you'd be able to bring in more business for yourself?
Oh,
if
yeah.
you did?
Yeah. Yeah, right now, Carroll County, Delphi, their firearms instructors aren't trained on night vision. But they're getting it for surveillance and stuff like that, and that's what, I've let our county use mine for surveillance. But without training on it, it's kind of hard. I mean, the depth perception and everything's a lot different. What you do during the day when you're running, you're walking during the night. It's, you're not doing, even with night vision on, right? So, and then zeroing weapons to it. So, yeah, it's a process.
Well, I'll put my 2 cents in, but it just needs to be a stipulation put into what we're gonna agree on. I don't wanna hinder his business, and if doesn't seem to be the issue that used to be out there. Let's start out and try it, see how it goes.
Open it up
Open
until,
it up, and if we end up with a complaint, you do or we do, then we'll readdress it.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Is that,
better
is that,
ask for forgiveness
is
and
that fair?
permission. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't wanna hinder a business in the county, and especially when it comes to law enforcement training. I mean,
Right.
everybody knows we need these guys, when they need to have the training so they can protect themselves and everybody else.
Sure.
I'd jam as much in this time of year anyhow, so you got the light you're not dealing with, and then
Yeah, it's
everybody's
better in the
windows are
fall.
closed, you know,
It's a
so.
lot better in the fall, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. That's why the last one I can have this year, before I come in here is the 8th of November, because I've already had the others.
yeah, open it up until, and then we'll just
Yeah.
address that. And sounds like you tried to be pretty good, you know, with the neighbors as far as rescheduling and everything, so.
Yeah. On that November 8th, that's actually an event. So there's
It's a
gonna
pretty
be
significant day.
15 vendors out there, and there's gonna be a bunch of different stuff. And every bay that we shoot at, which is 6 bays, is gonna have a different company of instructors, not just my guys. So a different one in each, and they rotate every 75 minutes, and, you know, daylight, low light, no light, and then the next day, which would be the 9th, just 10 to 5. So.
And so those are training deals where you have police departments coming in and that's what they're going?
Well, there will be LE there, but it's open enrollment, anybody can jump in. And there'll be a night vision vendor, so you can try that. Have you ever heard of the Zero Fox guys from Clinton County? Those guys will be up there. State Senator Matt Collins,
Yeah.
he's gonna be there. Yeah. They do a pretty good job, they have like 50 cows with night vision on it and thermal, and they've got it all. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Last, final thing, and it's not my intention to come over, like overbearing or anything like that. My company's taken a pretty good financial hit, but more of a reputational hit since, we have this current sheriff. In 2023, he cost me over $5,000 from his department. He scheduled deputies for courses, then didn't send them and never communicated with me to let me know. When I asked him about it, and he just did this and walked away. However, collectively, it cost me way more than that and lost income because other departments had to jump through hoops to rearrange their schedule, because we already had scheduled dates, but I changed them for Benton County, because I wanted them guys to be included. And some other departments, they just canceled. Some courses didn't make the minimum number of students due to the sheriff's either canceling without notice, not informing the deputies that they should be there. I've called deputies, they go, I had no idea I was supposed to be there. Sending them out with rusted rifles, with no ammunition. In 2023, not one deputy completed training. So not only does this, it hurts my company's reputation. In 2023, I spoke to the sheriff about this, and he asked if he could write me a check for the lost income, and I told him no, I didn't want money for nothing. I wanted him to do what he said he's gonna do, and I want the deputies trained. He apologized, and I took him at his word. I left it at that. It was my understanding that no firearms or tactical training happened in 2024. Just qualifying, putting holes in paper is not training. That's just your bare minimum, and that's what happened. 2025 was the first year the deputies were allowed to do real training at the school. It was Derek and Peyton were the only ones that attended. I have an invoice. I invoiced the sheriff for the training in June. I still haven't been paid. Here's the invoice. The sheriff did tell me once when he was at Purdue, he didn't have to pay for training, which I have 15 invoices from 2018 to 2022 that were paid when he was chief. So that's not true. Any law enforcement's biggest liability is the use of firearms. We have a deputy that never shot a rifle before in my course, attended my course. I told the sheriff that the deputy needed a lot more work. His response, she's fine. Now I find out that the deputy that I'm talking about is too scared to pull anyone over for fear of getting into a confrontation. On the other hand, a female officer that's 5'3" that I trained, Lafayette, took down a 6'4" black male in the Meyer parking lot that was beating his wife. The difference there is training, obviously. We have corrections officers that are issued firearms with minimal training, if any at all, which is a huge liability, right? That's any law enforcement officer's biggest liability is firearms. The sheriff's biggest liability is active shooter incident. As sheriff, he's considered the highest ranking law enforcement in the county, which would make him the incident commander. He's never trained in this. He may have taken a PowerPoint presentation course, but he's never coordinated with EMS, fire, and law enforcement at the school. And that's pretty important with a rural community, because there's a thing called the golden hour. If you get somebody that has a survivable wound to a trauma 1 care unit in under an hour, the chance of survival is 75%. If you get in there in 45 minutes, the chance of survival goes up to, I think 90%. So everything has to happen, but if you never practice it, it's not gonna happen. Knowing this, I put the sheriff in touch with the Department of Homeland Security's preferred vendor for incident command training. They set a date for training, October 2023. He didn't even have the respect to call and cancel the training with this individual. He just blew the guy off. That, again, reputational hit. I have relationships with the best trainers in the world, and I can bring them here to train fast. I've tried to be proactive, and it's gone nowhere. These aren't the old days. We're fortunate to have people like Ben and Chad who take their job serious and who train. Deputies need training, and there needs to be accountability. In my past, leaders are held accountable for everything that happens and fails to happen. Most of these deputies want training. The ones that don't shouldn't be in law enforcement in the first place. The sheriff once told me that a couple of deputies think my training is too advanced. Personally, I've never been in a gunfight and thought to myself, I've had too much training. It's not a thing, right? So I have 3 questions. Is there a way to get real life-saving training on the schedule and not just do the mandatory bare minimum? First question. Second one, I know that the commissioners here have told the sheriff that when it comes to training, there's money to be spent for training. So why haven't I not been paid? Why have I not been paid? That's the second question. Third one is there a way to bypass the sheriff with invoices for my company so I can get paid? That'd be nice. Again, I'm obviously not in this for the money. I'm a protector, and that's what I've done my entire adult life. I'm simply passing on knowledge and experience. I would never hold anyone to a standard that I don't hold myself to. And as the President says, thank you for your attention to this matter. There's copies for every one of you of what I just talked about. You guys can, I don't expect answers now, really. We're a small community. I want us to work together.
So are you sending the invoices directly to him?
That's right.
Gail? Okay. Yeah.
And so do they has to come out of his budget then? So does he have to approve
Yes.
that, or?
So he would have to do the claim for it, but I can make sure it gets paid. I can give it to Nora so she can do a claim for it. Because my guess is he's not giving it to Nora for it to be paid, would be my assumption.
Get everything to her, please, Scott.
Did I give you that one?
Yes, I've got this one.
Okay.
But this one, this has got 6/18/25 of the invoice date. When did this training happen?
The training was in July. It was our July active
It was
shooter.
the July, so it was at that time?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm all for however much training we can get them in every,
And we all agreed to that, as far as that goes.
if, God forbid, if something happens, that's not the day you wanna go, what do I do? It's-
Well, this is the last thing I wanna do, just being here, acting like I'm complaining. But
No, this has been brought up in discussion before. There's no reason why we're not utilizing your company and you out there. You're right here in the county. It's obvious the type of training you put on.
yeah, I mean, on average, every year I have over 30 law enforcement agencies come to me.
Yeah, there's no
It's about
question.
40.
There's no question on your side.
Have you guys been out there, been through his place?
I've been out too, I've not been in it, no. So,
I wouldn't mind.
I need about 20 more acres. That's what I need. We need a track so we can do some driving.
Do you need Lance's number? I got his contact.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Try now.
Got a vest on? Okay, you're gonna have to let us do a little.
Yep,
moving
that's what I
forward,
figured. That's
See
fine
what
with
we
me.
can do.
All right, hope to see you guys out there on the 21st.
Yes, but please, whatever you still have, get to her, please.
Okay.
So we
Bring
can
it to the
take care
auditor's
of.
office, or shoot me an email.
Yeah, I got your information right here.
Okay.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Fisher?
Morning, Jason. Morning.
So for the North building, at the annex, it's been really hard to get somebody to be interested in painting.
Now, when you're saying painting, when I'm reading this, it's talking about the roof.
It includes the roof, all of it, so it may just be the way that.
This is just exterior?
Yes, it's all exterior, yeah, so. Mike's the only person that I called and came the next day to give us a quote finally. And I didn't realize he was still in business, so, I know he's done a lot of work around here on the courthouse in the past, so, he also, when we were looking, he was obviously a business person, he was looking at the paint on the other annex buildings, and obviously it's tan and faded, but his thing was if we wanted to match it. I said, well, give us a quote so I know what it would be to re-coat that with that special type of paint that they use when they do paint the front exterior, so. The first one's just the aluminum barn paint to pressure wash all of it, and that's probably the biggest thing is getting what they can off of the roof since it's been there for a while. And then getting it all painted and coated up, so.
Sean, we're getting back into your area of expertise on construction and all that stuff. What's,
I'm not a painter. Nobody wants to be, I don't think.
well, I wasn't trying to give you the job like earlier.
The advertised true people that do barns, I couldn't really find one that's absolutely close.
The gypsies didn't come by?
I tried to get some info, I haven't,
What about the guys
there's a
that-
couple from over around Champaign. But the gypsies would want the same day painted probably, so.
You don't want to smoke around them.
Last time we dealt with them, they fell off on the barn.
Or have it rain right afterwards.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I got those, I'm not sure what your guys' thoughts are.
Have they talked at all about like the difference between the, you know, the elastomeric coating and then just the two coats, what we're looking at?
Maybe the time compared to what the annexes were painted in 2007, 2008.
I'm just curious about longevity or
Right.
quality of it, what, you know, what,
I mean, the silver's just that aluminized barn paint, so I would assume it probably won't last as well. I mean, the annex is not quite 20 years probably, since they redid that, I don't remember what. It's before I came here in 2009, but it wasn't too far, so 2007-ish, maybe, so.
And that's the only people that got back with you?
Yeah. Tried.
whose budget does that come out of? Out of our budget? Do we have a budget? I guess I would wanna know the difference in quality of what we're looking at. Is it a 10-year thing, 20-year thing?
Right. He just described the paint as the silver just as aluminum, or the aluminized barn paint, so I would assume that there's something different. So I think the second, the coating matches the annex. I think that's why that was his biggest question, is that he wanted to try to make them look similar or not worry about it. And so the only way they can make it look similar is to use that quote, or that, whatever the second quote, coating is, so. I'm fine with the barn painting. I think that what's theirs lasted this long, but expensive. You guys wanna do it, and if you want it to look like the others, really, so, I mean, that's, if it matters, so, if that part even matters, I guess.
I think we just buy you a bunch of paintbrushes and rollers and have at it.
We
I'll use paint sprayer.
We consider renting a paint sprayer just to get it done, so.
I've got one I'll let you use.
Well, let me ask around on it. I called Tom Anderson to paint my church, and he hadn't given me a price yet.
I did ask him a while back. But
He just said hourly. Well,
3 months ago I asked him, so, yeah.
Does Jimmy Couch's dad still do that stuff?
Him and Tom work together.
Doesn't he do exterior stuff?
Yeah, him and Tommy work together on that stuff. What else you got?
That's the burn ordinance. Do you guys wanna mess with it today? I sent you the edits.
Did you guys even get a chance to read it over?
So. I've made it more agricultural friendly, that allowed the state allowances under attachment A, that are state and federal regulations that can be used for burn during disaster or destruction of drugs. About the only thing I didn't spell out is where the fines go. I would assume it would be just wherever because I wrote it to where the fines would be in addition to the fire department response fees.
And as far as the fine goes, that's gonna be kind of a last resort.
Yeah.
You know,
They have a warning and the option to put it out, and if they, mostly this just gives the fire department the edge to burn somebody that doesn't want to follow simple directions.
gives it a little bit of teeth to make them.
Our repeat customers that disregard.
And then did you figure out a way to where we can just sign and then you can call it when you need it?
Oh, yeah, I'll get those copies, so, to you, so we can simplify that process for the warnings, and burn bans.
I wanna think more about it for
Okay.
Boise City. I'm against government, so.
Sure. And the reason why this came up is and I think Derek had to deal with one, is somebody that doesn't want to follow the simple directions, put a fire out when it doesn't need to be out.
Yeah, I agree, and.
But I did take out I made it as ag appropriate as possible to allow for vegetation control and those things, so. Otherwise it was kind of written, I don't wanna say it was aggressive, but.
Yeah. I'd just like to go through it more, you know.
Okay.
Make some notes on it.
Okay. Table the burn ordinance and take it under advisement until we've done some further research. And we will table the painting until we get some more quotes.
So as far as this burn ordinance, that's just for when we've got a burn ban out, correct?
It allows anybody at any point. It does have specific parts in there where it says they can't do it during the burn ban, but if somebody's burning something that they probably shouldn't be, it allows the fire department to enforce that, so.
No, I thought this was just for during the burn ban.
No, I guess, basically, it does have specific language for that during the burn ban as an additional to that, so.
That's what I'd be in favor of. I'm kinda like you, I don't wanna make more.
Yeah, I mean, you guys doing ditches or burning
Right.
brush piles and stuff, I don't think we need more government, we just need to enforce what we already have.
Yeah, like I put in the following types of burnings are allowed. Burning of vegetation for agricultural purposes includes ditch clearing, prescribed fire for grassland management, then management with proper notification to local jurisdictional fire department and 911 center. So that includes a lot of the things, the normal everyday burning that is allowed.
Yeah, and a lot of guys don't call it in anyhow, so
Right, that's where we get into the weird 911 calls. that we
Yeah.
have to deal with. So. But it is written so if law enforcement shows up or the fire department shows up, they have the option to put the fire out immediately. And if they don't, that just gives them the ability to impose a fine, so. Can we send an official letter to Mr. Cobb and see if he'll come and fix our dispatch some 911 there for it? He seems to not want to answer.
Well, he answered me the other day.
Oh, he did? Okay. So it's getting
No,
pretty bad.
no, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Okay.
We apparently can't find out for him, I don't even know if he's been looking for him.
Okay.
Last time I talked to him was in May, and I reached out to him 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah. So that's already a lot of details. It's over every 6 months.
yeah, I mean, he can, so he'll let her.
I don't have any spare parts of it. I don't know if we can pull something up to see if we can find a match. Kind of cool. To try to bring it back into where the problems are. We have to replace the whole forest and be quite the undertaking because of the electronics, so. The problem is it's in the worst spot possible.
Yeah, I mean, I reached out, I've talked to him in person, I've talked to him on the phone, I don't know.
Right.
Can we get one of those glass mats just put
Sure,
down
yeah,
there?
we've gotten it down, so.
Yeah,
We got bigger ones because it keeps growing, so.
Yeah.
And then Oswald, Jonathan talked to you guys.
Yep.
yesterday, so-
Alright, told him to have at it.
Alright. Yep, that's all I've got.
Alright, thanks, sir.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks.
I'll be in the way.
Matt. You gotta love this one.
It's not gonna be the most expensive one.
And this isn't on Matt either, this is stuff that got left behind that should have been done a year ago.
I didn't do it on
Here's the,
You, did I? Oh, you serious?
So long story short, Windows 10 operating system on our computers goes into life at the end of this month, so they're not gonna support it, so thanks to the cybersecurity risk. We have 24 computers that need to be replaced, 4 of those at the sheriff's office that he just bought last year from the former IT company. And they're not compatible. Everything from Oxford's in the same boat, he bought 2 and they're not compatible.
This should have never happened, knowing this was coming down the pike anyway.
that's real handy.
I can break it down by department if you want, or I can just hit you with the cost, it's up to you.
Do it all, man. Let's hear it.
Alright, so we've got. Sheriff jail, that's excluding the deputy laptops, is 4. Court's got 5, probation has 1, treasurer has 2, clerk has 1, health has 1, veterans office has 1, surveyor has 1, dispatch has 4. Total, if we just do the 20 computers excluding the sheriff, he had emailed Beth and I and said that he thinks he has enough in commissary if he gets approval to cover 3. If we do just our 20 without a warranty, it's $20,709. If we opt to get a 5-year warranty on each device, they'll come in, they'll replace whatever is broke on it, or just replace the whole computer. That'd be $23,437. If you wanna do the one computer for the sheriff as well, it'd be 25,915. And if you're wanting to do all 4 for the sheriff plus all 20 of the others, you're looking at $33,348.32. Shopped around the pricings from our current IT vendor, Brandtech. Prices are pretty comparable to what you can find online. And they're putting additional upgraded parts in them so they last a little longer for no extra price as far as like install goes.
So how long are they gonna be good for?
Typically 3 to 5. These should be a little bit more than 5 with some of the parts we're going with on them. Plus with that warranty, it's 5 years, so you're guaranteed to get 5 years out of it if you're opting for the extended warranty.
And you're saying that it's because the Windows 10
Yeah,
is gonna be,
they're not gonna support security updates or patches anymore, so it makes the computer more susceptible to be hacked or infiltrated by someone.
and when we say they are, who's by
Microsoft.
Microsoft? Racket. Does everything, all of these computers have to be,
Yeah,
secure?
a couple of them on here, like one of them's the judge's, one of them's Teresa's. I think about 5 of them are the ones that the public use when they come into the offices. Got judge security computer, Apollo uses, probation computer, shift commander, and the control room computer. Another court computer. So, I mean, they're more critical ones. I would say we should definitely make sure
They're set up, they've got money in their budget so to purchase these, don't they?
I don't know.
Like, so.
I don't have access to look on it.
Yeah, they should have
Most
the
of the time
technology.
when there's stuff like that purchased, it does come out of their budget, yes. I mean, the commissioners don't, like when we got new laptops in our office, when Andre was still auditor, we paid for them.
So basically, all we need is a breakdown of each office and what it's gonna cost each office to upgrade their laptops, their computers, and then go that way with it.
And then we go back to them and say, this is what you have to do.
And irregardless, it has to be done. We don't have a choice, and they've known about this for almost 2 years. This was coming down the pike. I mean, everybody had fair warning.
Yeah,
Our company was working on it a year and a half ago
we didn't know anything about it until the new
they never said
IT
anything.
company took over.
So,
They just keep on giving.
yeah, that's, been
Never
fantastic.
ending Christmas. But if you want, I can go back there real quick, break down prices by department.
Well, I mean, we're having a discussion now. We know we need to do it. We're just,
I would just, in my opinion, I would just break them down by department,
Yeah.
let them know how much it is, and is it Brandtech that's gonna,
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna get everything set up and assist me with getting everything set up and implemented, cause it's gonna.
I mean, are you
Take
ordering through Brandtech then?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, it's through them.
To deliver them, set them up?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
yep. I don't keep it inside. That's the whole reason for going to them for our IT and Matt doing what he's doing. That way we don't have any outside issues like we've had in the past.
They've been great too. Had an issue yesterday. He was here, drive time from Lafayette, so.
Good.
That is good to hear.
They're doing their job. It's been nice. So. Okay, I'll do it that way. You guys good with that?
Yep.
Break it out and then each department knows where they sit and.
Just make sure they know what they're ordering.
Okay.
Or if Brandtech's ordering it for them, that's fine too.
Well, at the end of the day, you need to verify it so you know they're right. That needs to go through you and Brand, yeah. So that,
So they're ordering the right stuff, basically.
yes.
Okay. Alright. I'll
Okay.
get those sent out.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go through my stuff real quick, so I don't have to come back.
How do you not get to come back?
There's nobody after the drink room. Unless you need me.
You got like 2 minutes.
Well, could I speak
It's
to the
9:30.
commissioners?
Are you on the agenda, Mr. Freeman?
No, but I'd like to have a moment before we go to the drinking. My brother Ron called this morning and said that boys cleaned up the rocks and put in the gas line, took out our corner post out there on the farm. And the surveyor state was about 18 inches west on the fence line, and he pulled that too.
Okay,
I'm not happy.
okay.
I'd like the gentleman's number that insurance company that I can, call and talk to.
Encourage?
That quote goes will be put back.
I've got it, hold on.
They've been pretty agreeable on everything we've asked for, so hopefully that continues.
Well, see, we had a land dispute with Dickie Shaw. And, but his surveyor used a marker that the wind companies had put in when they first came to county. When we had it surveyed, when Evan wanted to buy the house and the buildings, I told him, I said, you go off the state marker. And they did, and that fence was right on the money. Dickie thought he had 9 foot on the east end and 7 foot on the west end, 1/10 of an acre.
So do they not have a general survey stake that everybody has to go off of? I mean, you said the state, what was the, other guy going off of?
A marker on, 100 east south of the tracks. Right, gravel road, the wind company just got close, Jack Steele let them put it there, and they went off of it. So a lot of those,
Chris is my contact, the one I've been talking to through this project. He's he's the superintendent with Troy that oversees everything that's going on. Contact him, and if you don't get any result, get ahold of me and I'll
well, that's
follow
why
up.
I left you a message earlier.
I'm
You don't
sorry,
need to
we
call-
were-
That's fine, after I called you, I thought, well, hell, we're in a meeting.
No, that's fine,
So you don't have to call me back.
but call Chris,
All right,
and if you don't get a result, then get back with me.
all right, sounds good, thank you.
Okay, thanks,
Good
Mike.
night, gentlemen.
Me too.
Good shit.
See you in a little bit.
Okay, at this time, we'll close the commissioners meeting at 9:32, so we can have the drainage board meeting.
Hi, Sam. Good morning, Dave.
Sam, David.
You need a little cart to put that in.
Little mini stroller or something.
See ya.
See you, Ron.
Thanks, Ron,
Thank you.
take care. Yeah, go ahead.
Make a motion to open the drainage meeting?
You want one, Dave?
Dave, can you explain what this is that's from Randy? What it is he did?
Well, it's a long-range, plan. He, went through all of our ditches and everything. And him and Brian, Brian wanted it done. But we never did discuss how we were gonna pay for it. So he went through all of our ditches, and, the ones that had maintenance on them and the ones that, been here forever. So that's what this is.
This was done back,
Oh, he worked on it for over a year, didn't
Yeah. It's been a while.
and so what is the results of when we're looking at this? What's he telling us,
he? Well,
other than,
more or less just, how many acres are in each one and,
okay, so this was like out doing watershed outlines?
yeah. you know, you notice there's a lot of no's on there, and that's, you know, over the years, at one point, they had to have maintenance on them, and I don't know why they ever went away from it.
That's kind of what we're thinking, that we would like to, even if it was just a minimal $1 per acre or something like that, let's start it so we can start funding this.
Well, that's really the bottom line, that we need to, you know, do that. I mean, even if it's, I don't know whether you could do that through you know, a huge meeting, or do it in sections, you know, or, you know, townships or whatever.
Probably have to tell, you know, send letters out to everybody. And did you say that we're gonna have to have a motion, I guess, for every one of them or whatever, a meeting for everyone?
I think we have to have a hearing for each one. I don't know if we have to have a petition, since they are already legal drains.
Well, if there was maintenances on them at one point, yeah, I don't know why they would ever pull them off. I mean, other than
I mean, every year we go through and decide if there's maintenance on one or not. Like, the current active ones. So I don't know why we couldn't just.
when you do the maintenance, is there like a limit of like a dollar amount that you get to? You're like, okay, so we're just gonna keep that balance there, but we're gonna stop collecting because we've got a balance. What would that be, and how do you figure that? Is that based on a per acre?
No, we just look and see what's in the account each year. If there's a good amount in there, we don't assess it, and if it's low, we assess it.
So how do you determine whether, because every ditch is gonna be different. You almost need to take it back to, there's so many feet in the ditch and I need X amount of dollars per foot or something.
Well, it's kind of a, I don't know. You know, as much as it costs to get stuff done anymore, it's kind of a guessing game, because,
yeah,
you know,
well,
what used to cost you, you know, maybe $3 a foot for, you know, cleaning up, now, you know, $6 or, you know, even more.
Well, I guess find out what we have to do to start that process. And so as far as like Randy is concerned, so he's done with this, there's not gonna be any more bills coming.
Well, I presume he's finished with it, because he went through every one of our files, and
yeah,
he, you know, he downloaded it on the computer or whatever he did, but this portion is finished.
So when you say this portion, are you saying there's more?
No,
for him to
I
do?
mean.
well, the rest of it is stuff we can do. I mean, sending out letters,
Okay.
having meetings with landowners, determining a rate.
The ones he has marked in yellow, I'm not seeing a sub cursor telling why they're marked in, am I missing something?
I'm not sure why those are marked.
That might be a joint drain. Carpenter Creek is a joint drain, I think.
Is that Demick Tile and Boswell on Gillum South, is that joint too?
I think so.
95 clean, 2017 hearing, 2018 in Boswell.
I don't know why.
I mean, they're pretty much all marked no, but then we've got yellow, that's what I guess that's my only question is, then you got some that are marked no and yellow, and then nothing else on there is marked. There's
Yeah, I don't know why we have those ones.
nothing saying why.
Well, he's got, William Gretton Cord and
Right.
Hollingsworth is a joint. That William Gretton Cord, I don't even know where in the hell that is.
So you.
That's another thing, a lot of those sometimes were tiled. And then the counties went in at some point and got rid of the tile and made it a ditch, but.
So for what he did here though, you guys already had these records? So I mean, what is it that he did?
Well, we had them, but they were in files. In all the file cabinets. I mean, they were ditches that used to be, active at one time, and for some reason down through the years, the maintenance was dropped off of them.
So is all this stuff now on a hard drive?
And some of them are court drains too.
Cause he was going on that day about something about having it on a hard drive and stuff too, when he was talking about this.
All he sent me was this.
And so how is, not to be difficult, but how is this any different than what you already had? If you were gonna go put this in a file cabinet too?
Not sure.
Well, it'll just be on
When he came in to go through the files, he was going through them and recording on like one of these of like what everything was. And I guess he went back through and listened to stuff and put it in an Excel sheet.
Well, I guess my point is, in today's world, just like we had the discussion with Jennifer with the files for the clerk about going to all digital with them, scanning them, getting there, I mean, it would only make sense if they're gonna do all this, why wouldn't they be scanned just, you're on your computer, click, you're at where you wanna be instead of digging through a filing cabinet?
well, I presume we'll get that. I mean,
From Randy?
No. Not from Randy. That's something we'll be working on.
That's not part of that, ought to be part of the, how much is the latest bill? 36,000 or is that
I think
18?
it's 16.
This one's 16, last one I seen was 46,000.
16,250.
And to answer our question, John, the H.W. Moore ditch is not a maintenance ditch, it doesn't look like it's assessed down at Otterman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
Where does it say it's assessed at? Where'd I miss?
Well, I don't know why he's got the yellow line through, but no, but it is a.
It is?
H.W. Moore lateral.
Okay, well, that'll move on, once we're done with this, that'll move on to our next question.
See, that's the one that goes, well, it goes through town.
Yeah, it got
It
brought
ends up
to
in
me.
the Otterman ditch.
Yes,
Yeah, that's when we assess.
okay. But it's stated in here as no.
And where are you finding that? What's the name of it?
The H.W. Moore ditch, the one that, Ron.
Page 9.
I don't know why those are highlighted. I don't.
But there's no maintenance on them, so there's no maintenance money on them whatsoever, but it's an assessed ditch.
I have maintenance on it.
Then why's he got no in here? What,
I don't know.
I really don't understand
Unless
that
he
this is
screwed
really
up.
worth
I mean, what did we
anything.
pay for other than he marked no?
Well, he's got the Ruth Morgan as, no, and it's got that's south of Fourth and Elevator. And it's
This is my notes
Pike
book
County.
on what we assess each year. So I know what.
well, we'll
we
just have
assess
him
and what
come
we
in
don't.
and explain it. I don't know why he would, I mean, I don't understand the.
I'm getting dumber sitting here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I seriously.
I just don't see
all
any
I'm looking at is we
reason at all
spent
to pay for this.
$16,000 for 9 pages of shit.
And it's not, yes, it's not. And we don't need him to do that, cause you guys got it.
Boy.
Does he have any, so on this other ditch that we're working on out here on the Siemens, is he done on that? What he has billed us for?
I asked him and he didn't respond. I haven't heard back. If there was gonna be more invoices.
It just feels like sometimes we get, so I look at this kind of as boilerplate. Here's your bill and here's a bunch of information that doesn't really mean anything. And there's a lot of stuff you guys already got, you know who you're assessing, but and as far as on the Siemens one, I wanna know what we paid for, I don't want just here's a $45,000 bill and you know, I'm gonna be out here holding the farmer's hand, that's not his job. He's survey, tell us what needs to be dipped out, and you're done.
Bid packets have been released, right?
Yeah.
They
I
gotta
have
be
them.
turned in next month, correct?
Mhm.
Have you got him picked up,
I have Dave,
right?
yes, he's, I think coming in today.
I've had a few people ask me about him, I told them you should have them. I
Yep,
was
okay.
trying to think off memory by date without bothering you.
He's the one that has asked about him, but I haven't heard anybody else call him.
Okay.
They have it ready.
Well, I'm gonna make my recommendation if nobody else is going to, but at this point right now, anything with Randy stops until we get all this figured out. No more,
Agreed.
there's too many unanswered questions.
I don't feel like we're getting, or any value, getting a lot of talk, but. So I agree, yeah,
We gotta get, we're gonna put some focus on this so we know we're going in the right direction. It doesn't do either one of you any good if you're having to go back through what you already have to know what you've got, so you know what's assessed, not assessed, what's maintenance. And we've got documents here that we paid $16,000 for that aren't even the right information. I mean, that's a waste of
taxpayer money.
big time.
Well, when I'm seeing long-range plan, I wanna see, hey, well, this is coming up down the road, we need to be planning for it.
Yeah.
This doesn't tell me anything.
Basically like what we did with our structures, Dave, when BF&S come in and they went through every culvert, every structure. And we know it's in a book, we have it itemized, we know how many years out we are, we know if that's critical, if the public's gonna be in danger, we better get that thing out of there and get it replaced. Well, that's kind of where we need to be on this stuff. If we're gonna spend that kind of money, we should get a hell of a lot more than that. I mean, it's not helping you, your office, but for you guys,
I see no value in that.
and it's supposed to help you guys, so makes your job easier to deal with. All right, let's move on.
So, on, what's Joe wanting to do? He's wanting to tap in back here on the,
Yeah, on the Fowler Carson, which that's, ditch, you know, right there on the north side of, well, that farm is, you know, at Main Street and 100 East.
farmed it for 41 years.
Which I see no problem with it. I mean,
Nope, absolutely. So it's just, the tile right now is not dumping in up here now at the top of it, or is he just wanting to?
He's just gonna dump into the ditch, I presume.
He's wanting to do in addition to this one.
That Hawkins tile, I presume that was private at some point, but,
And it's flat.
he'll probably be going into that if it's good. I mean,
it carried water, but, it's been several years
Oh,
since
yeah,
I've been
you
on it.
used to farm that,
Yeah, we
didn't
farmed
you?
it for 41 years.
So this is all the Goble property right here, right? All this?
Well, he's the
Brian
one that
Hardwick.
he's the one that used to farm it, yeah.
it's a trust, isn't it? Hawkins Trust.
It is, yep.
But
Yeah, Goble
Brian
farmed it
Hardbeck farmed it
after
now.
him.
Yeah, Goble took it from me and then,
And Brian Hardbeck ended up with it from Goble.
yeah, so I don't know whether it's
So
Joe
does
farming
Joe
it.
have it now?
Yeah, well, they put it out for bid.
Oh, so that's
Joe
just
got
happened.
the bid.
Okay. Okay,
I presume cash grant.
okay.
Yeah, I'll go to the Audubon Society.
Are you a member?
No, but I was, Barbara, the owner, was a sweet, sweet lady.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I have no problem at all with,
I don't either. I mean, if it's not gonna hinder anything and it's not affecting,
Well, they're paying, you know, into that, watershed anyway.
okay. Yeah, I mean, if you feel it's all good.
I'm, excited that somebody asked finally.
I make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
And then,
Okay.
what's next? We have minutes or something?
We can't, so Ron was here on that H.W. Moore ditch down there on Fourth Street. It's needing re-dipped again. Do we have money available for?
Yeah.
Okay, and he said usually we use like Eldon or somebody with the long stick.
Which ditch?
He
The
said
one
it's
in town?
yeah, on Fourth Street.
Oh, really?
Just a block.
Yeah, just a block of it where I guess it's backed up.
I'll get. Yeah, it doesn't need a long stick.
I don't know.
See,
I've
there's
not
a
personally
tile
been
that
down.
runs under that ditch,
Okay,
a big tile.
okay.
I think it's 2436.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Okay.
Well, at least from the bridge, or, right there where you cross it, at Fourth Street, back to the east, it's a
Okay.
big tile. Cause we had to clean that out about, 8 years ago, cause the people's trees got in there, and Eldon did that, he had a hell
That's why he brought Eldon up, because that's who was down there last and did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he knows where it goes, but, as far as a tile, I always got him for that because he put it in, I think, but I didn't know the ditch needed dipped out.
Yeah, he's saying some, I don't know, I guess we need to go look at it, but he asked if we would clean that section up, ditch out.
Yeah.
So, that's why we wanted to talk to you.
Next time I'm going
Okay,
down there.
alright.
It always has a bunch of junk in it from those houses, baseballs and.
Yeah, it probably catches all the wind, debris.
Okay.
Yeah, we cleaned all those trees out of there, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago to keep it from getting in that tile.
Okay.
Sutton did that.
Okay.
Anything else?
I have a question on the rate for the Siemens ditch project. The interest rate.
Interest rate? So should we just charge what would be, CD rate? What we could get for a CD rate, that low, be all right, or is that?
I don't think there's any real requirement. Maybe we need to ask Ken. I don't think you have to charge like 8 or 10.
They let me fill it in, so I think we can pick whatever you want.
Do we need to consult Nicole and find out what?
Can, yeah, and then she'll be able to tell you what up to date is.
Is Jake here today?
Jacob?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He should be back at our next one.
Yeah, I think we can.
So you're looking at like 5 months right now, it's
suggested.
375. Now, I don't know whether the county would get any better, but, I would think if it's 3 to 4%, that's pretty cheap money. Just have to figure out how we're gonna pay for that and where that's gonna come from though, too, correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
So whatever you guys think, or you wanna talk to Nicole, or?
Let's ask her, but yeah, I'd say 3, 4, whatever, somewhere in there.
If we stay at the standard rate, and then we're not making up our own number that way, we're.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I guess there's no question of, well, how did you come up with this number? You just stay at standard, then you're.
So I'd say, let's ask her just remember that.
Will you be seeing her?
Me?
Would you rather us,
Not
we talk
if,
to her?
not if she can help it, she will be seeing me.
Yeah, so we'll get that back to you, I guess, Sam.
Alright. So Randy's invoice, what should we put that on? Are we paying it?
I don't think we ought to pay it, cause it's junk.
I want, there needs to be clarification first, honestly.
I'll get him here the next meeting.
Dave's been doing this a long time, and when he can't answer what he's got on paper, that just tells me that, we don't know what we have. Dave's been doing this long enough, he knows. He
That's
knows.
what he's billing us for,
Yeah.
He's talking about it's all on an Excel spreadsheet, you guys haven't got anything, you just got this, right?
Yes, Beth.
Are you talking about Randy?
Yeah.
Okay, cause, I still held that claim, that was the $45,000 claim, so. per your guys' request. So I need to know if I should pay it, or are we still waiting to figure out what exactly it's for?
I'd kinda like to see a detailed, I don't like seeing a blanket, here's 45,000 and, you know, okay, so we're paid up, and then 3 months later, here's another 40,000. Oh no, that was for that up there, well, I wanna know what we're paying for.
And when we get bills at home, we don't just write checks if we don't know what exactly they're for. We just wanna make sure your guys'
Well,
you
that
guys are
one-
covered and we're covered and.
That one was for walking the ditch and all that. I mean,
So did he, so when he's doing that.
The one she has now?
The 40.
yeah,
Is he
Design
shooting
That was
it?
for the Siemens, for,
He's shooting it and seeing, okay, this is the elevations and this is what I need. And so where is all that data? And is that, all that data going to the, is that all in the bid package?
yeah, to the
In the
bid
plans.
package.
So they, okay, so then we've got the
So
data.
we get to retain that, that's ours.
yeah, we've got plans down there.
Plus he has to write a legal description too. Well, we'll get him here next meeting.
I understand that, Bill, it's this one right here.
Yeah, this one I'm a question of, if we can approve the other one, the original for the Siemens work.
But I would like to see,
Yeah, I get that.
other than just, here's the bill. Because of what I'm worried about is that in 3 months, we're gonna get another one. Well, no, this is to finish that. Well, we thought we already paid for it. And it kinda seems like that's his MO, is we just keep getting bills with no listing what it's for. If we think we're paid up and then we find out we're not, you know. So, and if you guys wanna approve that
No,
one.
let's see, that's what you emailed him too, wasn't it, with the breakdown for,
I asked for a breakdown of
on this one?
this and the invoice that's in there, that's what they sent me as a breakdown.
So nothing on the first one, which we knew was tied to the Siemens.
Sounds like
But I
we're
can
getting a
ask
little
him for
shallow.
more details on it.
It's pouring.
Is it? Picking corn today.
It's okay, you guys need a break,
Get out the blackberry.
I just got started, man.
you need a break.
Yeah, finally.
Good.
Okay, so we'll wait on the 16,000.
Where's the 45 coming from?
That's the design of the
No, I
Siemens.
understand that,
That's part of.
where are we
yeah,
paying
I
it
know.
from?
Well, we'll have to establish a fund eventually. He will have to pay it out of general drain until we
Okay,
get the funds. Well, once we figure out how we're gonna pay for
it
it.
seems to be
I
the
mean, in
big,
the spring, we can start assessing that reconstruction, so there'll be some money coming in next year.
Yeah, once we get the bottom figure, I mean, the total.
After it's bid and everything, well, here's our total with the 45,000, we can put all that in there.
It'll come in.
We'll start assessing it this spring.
Alright, what's next?
I think that's all I
They
got.
sign them.
Do I have to approve any minutes? You already sent us these.
you got per copy.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Okay, thank you, everybody,
Thank you.
have a great week.
Do we even have to do anything on that now?
Yep, we gotta sign all of our paperwork yet.
Aw. Almost got out of here.
Almost.
Thank you, Dick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah. We'll leave you hanging.
Got your back too.
Right.
Thanks, Sam.
Suitcases. Thank you guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Thank you, Letitia.
Bye, Letitia.
It got cold in here. I had to turn it back up. Sorry.
I wonder why I start sweating.
Okay.
Make a motion to open the commissioners meeting back up at 10:01.
Second.
Hey, I forgot to ask you, is that Templeton wind farm still on?
Yes.
Are they starting this fall or?
20.
About 26.
26.
Or was that completion? Or was that?
Starting in on 26. They still we still have to do our RUA with them and all that. That's the last piece on our end, but they still had things to get. So we're not done yet.
Hell, Ralph Grettencourt, he was bugging me.
Yeah.
Last
No,
I
it's-
heard from them when I asked, they said, yes, everything is still go.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
We got.
So I gave you guys a holiday schedule and commissioner schedule to review.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be approved until November. Phil asked me to send him last year, so I'll email it to all three of you, and then I'll include like the government holidays that everybody else takes off too. Did you get my email about the time clock thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I was waiting until these guys were here to make any decision.
What is your opinions?
That eventually it's probably gonna stop if we don't follow through with their maintenance.
And I just
program.
wanna make it clear, I did not reach out to them, they called me, and I'm not really sure if someone else did, he
No,
didn't
they
say.
probably figured it out just like we just had our last deal on this server at the end of life, because when we signed all the stuff with Sophos, they didn't release everything that they were supposed to release to
Oh,
us,
yeah,
so we
true.
could sign.
Yeah.
So it came through them. They just keep lingering this along. Should've
Just can't get rid of them.
No, we should've just took them to court and been done with it at this point.
But when I talked to the gentleman, he said that which it says on this paper, there's a one-time fee for the implementing the services, and then there's an annual fee after that.
So the services have obviously been implemented at one time or another to begin with for us to have the system.
Yes,
So-
when we had Harris.
Now we
And then
don't
we
have
switched-
Harris anymore, and now
correct,
we
we have
have
Lau.
Lau,
Yes,
so it didn't carry through.
correct, which is I think a lot of the reason why we have the issues we have. And we've never had the support
Yep.
because we don't have Harris anymore.
I hate computers.
Unnecessary evil. Well, if we don't, we're at the point, if we don't do something, we're gonna continue to have problems, and then it just creates havoc on her office and everybody else's office.
Yeah, I mean, we have to have them.
Matt can only do so much with them. He
Right.
can't do any of the updates. He can go in and he can do resets. He can make sure, verify things are working, but he can't do any of the software or any of that.
Right, and like this will include like hardware and software, hardware support and maintenance. And then if we have any issues with the time clock website, which there are times we do, and we kind of just,
And they'll take care of it.
What was the number again?
including the one-time fee, it is $7,620.50.
Hey, that's the smallest number we've seen.
It is too.
And I just like want to give you a heads up, like the time clock alone, one of them is $4,500. So, like that one that's broke at the jail, with this we can probably get it fixed now and not have to buy a $4,500 time clock. Because Matt tried fixing it, but the wires broke on it and he can't get that specific wire. But with this hardware support and maintenance, they'll probably be able to fix it now.
Well, sounds like we don't have a choice, right?
Pretty much.
I mean,
Just
it's your guys'
say
decision.
correct. We don't have a choice of
Correct.
that.
Let's just make it happen.
Make a motion that we accept TCP's.
I'll second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Alright.
Can you sign? Under client, please. It's the only thing I have that involves money.
I think they all involve money.
Oh, that's true.
You want signature and print?
Yeah, do all of it. So we're not caught on a technicality. Today's Brian's birthday too. We should have sang happy birthday to him.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, him and Tucker had the same birthday. Thank you. Okay, monthly claims.
Make a motion to approve the claims.
Second.
Pay it once
Make a motion to approve payables.
Second.
This next one is the agreement between the town of Oxford and us. Were you guys able to see that?
I didn't see it.
You didn't get it? Okay.
They were tagged on all of it.
I know. I think they were, I'm pretty sure they were, I hope they were.
We made some adjustments because the way they originally wrote it up, I was not gonna do. They were basically, it was gonna leave them endless amount of time to pay us back at the end of the deal without, if they didn't follow through with the next step of the contract or whatever with the project. And we narrowed it down to 90 days after, or immediately after.
Yeah, we need to have an end date.
Well, it left it open ending, and I'm like, no, that's not what was agreed on.
It just makes a whole nother conversation to be had, and now we don't have to have it.
No. You good?
Yeah.
Here, once you go over.
Can I get a
you can
motion?
see it. Well, I'm gonna let him read, I don't know if he got a chance to see it or not.
He's gotta read it first.
And we're not charging any interest for this.
No, we agreed to do this one without charging anything. It was basically just an extension of what was agreed upon before.
Alright.
We'll know for future, Joe, this one.
Yep, alright, no, that looks good.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, shit.
I just had the cocksucker.
My ear. It's in your ear. Is it in your ear?
That's amazing.
Your name's on the next page.
Well, that is pants, huh? What you did with it, John?
I just freaking used it. My stomach had it.
Okay.
Recording's still on.
It happens.
It's alright.
It's a sandwich.
Two payroll, 9/19 and 10/3.
Make a motion to approve payroll. Both of them.
Second.
And lastly, this is the agreement for donation of the refrigerator units for the Dottie's 100 Mile House.
Now she shows up.
I believe both of them were delivered.
Yes.
I know one for sure, I didn't hear about the second one.
And we got a big thank you from him and them on the county side, helping get them put in. They did have a soft opening on Sunday. Sound like things went well, so.
Good.
Can I get a motion for the?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second. So yeah, and then the chocolate shop's opening back up too, so.
Saw that.
Saw that.
And it sounds like we're gonna have a new tavern in Oxford maybe, an evening joint, hopefully,
September.
September next year.
Cheers.
Ma'am, I don't have you on the agenda, sorry. I just heard my name.
We're needing to know what standard rate, John, we're wanting to know standard rate for putting the interest fees on the ditches for the projects we're doing. What is your standard rate?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, like on your CDs that you're able, that you
Oh,
got.
on the CDs? Okay, gotcha. Right now, as of 9:30, they were 4.109 through Trust Indiana. So about an average around 3.9 probably to 4.2.
Maybe we can just tell Sam 4, or do you guys wanna be cheaper?
Sorry, I was on the phone. What'd you say? That's just rude, isn't it?
It's very rude.
Meet Charlotte.
Yeah, I know.
As of 9:30 on Trust Indiana, it was 4.1079. But when I looked it up online just a minute ago, it was around 3.9, 4.2 area for standard.
Then how long is that? Is that a year?
No,
Trust you
I
can
mean,
probably
it
go in and
trusts,
come
yeah,
out.
Trust Indiana, like that's daily. So every day it changes.
And how are they compared to your CD rates?
Pretty much on, and we have one that I need to update today. They are 4%, 3.5s, 3.75, and then I'm not sure about the one for today.
And then how long do those go for? Those years?
A year, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'd just go off of your CD.
I would say right now a four would probably be good.
Well, and if rates drop, 4's still gonna be that'll be pretty strong. So
I'd love to have 4% money.
Right.
Correct.
Alright, well, we just need to let Sam know. I don't think I have her number.
Sam?
Yeah. I have Sammy's number, but that's not gonna do me any good.
You said 4%?
Yeah.
For Steven?
Yeah.
How do you
SEAMON. Thank you for your professional services.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
That it? Make a motion to close the meeting?
Second.